Hey guys, I'm excited for today's video because I'm going to be talking about standout makeup right now that I can't put down. And standing out is a big deal right now because there's a lot of fish in the sea in terms of the makeup world. So for something to stand out in a place where everything's already been done, that kind of makes it a big deal, which of course makes it such an exciting video for me to film. I love talking about my favorites and giving you guys my recommendations. Really excited to announce that this portion of the video is sponsored by Merit, who creates some amazing, no fuss, no frill, easy, luxurious makeup that is perfect for the quick summer looks. Since I've been loving both their new and classic products this summer, I've created a custom essential set featuring my current staples from them. These are all formulas that I love and believe in, so everything you're getting in this set has my stamp of approval. And when you pick up my set, you do get a little bit of a discount on all of the items. I'm excited because the set includes the Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen, which I've been loving so much this summer. It is so lightweight, your skin can breathe, but it actually, I think, gives a really nice tint to the skin, like a true light coverage that makes the skin look more even, but it still looks healthy and hydrated. This is a sunscreen you'll actually want to wear every day. It does have SPF 45 protection while also just making the skin look more clear and fresh, and that's the kind of look that I want for the summer. So I have been loving this, and I was so excited that I was able to put this in the custom set because I know so many of you haven't gotten to try it out yet because it is new. My skin has been loving it. I want you guys to test this one out as well. I'm also including a summer staple, something that I've been using for years now. It is their Bronze Balm, which is one of the easiest to use bronzing sticks on the market. It's sheer, but it can build up in coverage. It is so pretty, it can be worn on bare skin because of the sheer finish. But of course, you can also build it up if you're wearing more of a pigmented base. It has a little bit of a glow to it to give you that summer glow, but it's not a glow that makes you look sweaty or emphasizes any texture. I use, for reference, the shade Clay. Now, my idea with this set was it gives you an all-in-one, easy, essential summer look. So one of my favorite eye products that's so quick and easy to use and lasts all day is their Solo Shadow. And I've used their Solo Shadows. I've had them since they launched. At first, I was worried that they would dry out because I know at Sephora, when they left the tops off, it was really dry. But, you know, the one that I've had for over a year, it didn't dry out over a year. Just make sure you close it. These guys are so easy for a one-and-done eyeshadow look. The one that I'm currently wearing right now is Studio. This gives just that little bit of depth, and then you put on a little bit of liner, blend it out, and you have a really easy, pretty eye makeup look. Because in this set you can customize what colors you want, I wanted to show you my favorites here. They're all very neutral, very wearable, and they're all gonna look good on their own. So from top to bottom, we have Brune, Mid-Century, which is my favorite one. That's the one I've owned the longest. Studio, which is the one on my eyes, and if you want something more mauve-y, I have the shade Social swatched last. And even though these are a cream product, they blend out as easily as eyeshadow and wear like that as well without creasing. Really good because when you're hot and sweaty in the summer, this stays put. And then of course, this was the #1 thing I had to add following the Uniform. These are a longtime favorite of mine. I'm always recommending these in any recommendations video. Their Signature Lip. These are the best lipstick that you can find on the high-end market, and this gives luxury. You guys know I love my luxury lipsticks. This is right up there with them, but it's a little bit more affordable. Everything from the packaging to the colors to the formula is what makes it one of my all-time favorite lipstick formulas. I've always recommended this, so I had to add this in my kit. So just for some inspo when you're picking up the shades, from top to bottom I have Slip, Baby, Millennial, and then Ginger at the bottom. Now, Ginger is currently the shade that I'm wearing. If you're looking for a set where everything is gonna look good together, might I recommend, now I use the Clay bronzer, that of course depends on your skin tone, but that's what I'm working with Studio on the eyes for the Solo Shadow, and then Ginger as the signature lip, and it gives it the really prettiest monochromatic look. And I'll talk about the blush that I'm wearing as well later in the video. to also kind of finish off this monochromatic look. But those are what's going to be in my custom set. Like I said, if you do purchase the set, you do get a little bit of a discount on all of the products. And the best part about this set is you can customize whatever shades you need. So of course you're going to be able to customize uniform, you're going to be able to customize the bronze balm, whatever eye solo shade you want, whatever signature lip shade you want to get the look that is custom to you and your preferences. Just with me leading the way with what I think is the best formulas that you guys are going to love. Now, unfortunately, this set is only discounted for a limited time, so make sure if you're interested and want to try out these products, you shop through my link down below. And thank you to Merit for allowing me to create this custom set for my audience. I'm just really excited because I was able to put the best products that you guys aren't going to be disappointed by in this set. So you can save up to $12 on all of my favorites by shopping through my link. And if you order my set and use my code at checkout, you will get a free super cute baseball cap. It's in the really trendy butter yellow color right now. So you get this baseball cap if you spend over $100, which my set is over $100, which is why you'll be able to get that free by shopping through my link and using my code. So of course, with it being hotter, I've definitely been simplifying my makeup look, not wanting it to feel heavier, and Merit is just one of those go-to brands. So I've been definitely using those in the summer so far. Especially the uniform, the tinted SPF. Look, I just feel like my skin looks so healthy and fresh right now. Moving on, you know, summer, all about the bronzers, constantly using them. One that has really stood out to me is the Polite Society Blurring Bronzer. Now, this is such an interesting texture. It's not quite a cream, but it's very silky. It's almost like a hybrid. It's the thinnest powderish bronzer that I've ever used that truly blurs the skin underneath. This also is perfect for a lighter base that you're wearing, but it also looks really beautiful over top of something with fuller coverage. What I find to be the most unique thing about it, besides its consistency, is how blurred it looks along the outskirts of the face. Just to put it plain, I have never used a bronzer that was like this, and I think it just looks so smooth on the skin that I had to mention it because it truly is a standout product. And every time I talk about this, I always get comments of you guys saying how you also love this product. So I did want to mention that because I think it's a great product for summer, and it's actually something that's unique that I feel like you're not going to have in your collection already. And then for powder bronzers, especially when it comes to like setting my cream bronzers, I have really been enjoying the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Blurring Bronzer. I just feel like Makeup by Mario can throw down a good bronzer. I love his bronzers and all of the forms that he's created with them. Now, these are just a classic powder bronzer formula, but they are so silky smooth to apply. So if I'm only using one singular bronzer, I'm going to use the shade light medium, but when I want to set my cream bronzer for a little bit of a longer wear time, I use a lighter shade like light, so it doesn't shift the shade of the bronzer I have on underneath. And I like this because it feels so lightweight, so it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't stick when you put it on top of a cream bronzer, and this is meant to blur, and it really does. So sometimes with cream bronzers, just with the nature of the cream, not that it makes the skin look wrinkly or anything, but the nature of a glow is it's going to highlight any texture, so this will tamper that down. So this has been a beautiful, easy to use, easy to blend, not too orange, not too patchy kind of bronzer that I've been loving. Again, any bronzer from Makeup by Mario has killed it, so this being their newest product, it actually stands out to me with its great formula. I did want to shout out one of the Merit blushes. If you end up doing a custom set and you want to match me, you know, the Studio Solo Shadow Ginger Blush, might I also recommend the Beverly Hills Flush Balm Chic color. So this is a really great formula for the lighter makeup that I've been wearing for tinted moisturizers. This has a really pretty dewy look that fits well over any tinted moisturizers or tinted sunscreens, and it just blends in really easily. And this particular shade, Beverly Hills, is perfect to go with the look that I'm wearing right now. And these also can be put on top of the lips. This has been a long time classic from Merit that is very well loved by so many people. So that's something fun to tack on. If I could have added another product to my custom set, it would have been these blushes. They're very good for just super easy throw on makeup. Now, I've noticed this summer, my skin has been very, very dry. Normally, I don't get too dry in the summer, but I don't know, weird things happen with our skin sometimes. So I have loved this setting spray from One Size that they just recently launched. The Powder Melt Glass Setting Spray is gorgeous. If you, like me, suffer from dry skin, I really feel like this locks in that extra bit of hydration to the skin, especially if you are layering on some heavy products. You know how sometimes if they're thicker, they can just make the skin look a little bit drier. I feel like that settles it all down, and I feel like every time I spray this, my face just looks more fresh. So if you are a fellow dry skin girl, not only does this make the skin look amazing, makes the makeup look lighter, look more fresh, it's also a very refreshing step in the makeup routine. They did a good job with this. I feel like it gives my skin a really, really fresh glow without being too heavy or being too oily. Now, for lips, I've also kept that very simple this summer, but I still want a little bit of a pop. I've noticed with the lighter makeup, I'm liking a not too vibrant lip, but something that just pops out to make it look like I spent more time on my makeup than I did. So I like to start off with a pretty pinky lip liner that is close to my natural lip color. So this is a longtime OG recommendation of mine, but I've been loving it this summer because everything goes on top, especially with the style of lip products that I've been loving. This is from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's the Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk to Medium. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I love this formula to begin with. They have such a creamy application, but they last such a long time. Pillow Talk to Medium, I mean, I wore this on my wedding day. It's the perfect match to my natural lip color, and it just makes my lips look more full, makes my lips look like they have more color, because when you do your foundation and stuff, that can tamper down the color of your lips. It doesn't look as healthy anymore. This will add it right back and allow me to create a more plump effect, bigger, plumpier look. And you guys know I'm not a lip tint person, but some really, really, really great ones have come out this summer, and I will go for a bolder lip tint in the summer. There have been some really great neutral colors, but while I don't love a super berry cherry vibrant red lip stain still, I'm so impressed with the colors that brands have come out with. Kofi. This is such a standout product. It is the Lossy Lips Staining Lip Oil. So this is quite unique because it has a lip stain underneath, but a lip oil that's pretty pigmented will stay on top if you want it to look more of like a gloss. And this line has some beautiful colors. I demonstrated Guava, which is a little bit brighter, but they do have more neutral shades in tones that I've never seen in this style of product before. It's hydrating. I can feel that lip oil aspect to it, and they leave the prettiest stain behind that's not too obnoxious, because sometimes I feel like they can look too vibrant on the lips, and against my skin tone it's just not that flattering. But the Kofi lip oil staining formula doesn't leave that obnoxious color behind. And then this is, I'm so surprised to have two stains in this video, but on the more affordable side, this is so incredible. The CoverGirl Jelly Water Tint. I am floored at how amazing this is. This does leave like a jelly texture on the lips, almost a little bouncy. It's not too thick by any means, but it does feel like jelly, and it leaves the prettiest tints behind. This also can be used for the cheeks. I personally just prefer it as a lip product, but super nourishing feeling on the lips and leaves such a pretty shine behind. This has such a high-end quality to it that so many lip stains that I've tried at much higher price points can't achieve. Like, look how pretty and blurred you can get this to look on the lips. If you want, you can blend it out, and it feels like a cushion on the lips. Just extremely hydrating. Truly, that jelly formula doesn't leave too obnoxious of a stain behind, but it still looks like soft on the lips and will leave a trace behind so that your lips don't look super bare. So I've been loving these. CoverGirl killed it with this collection. And then the final two standout products have been all about scents. And I don't know, lately in the summertime, I'm more into fragrance mists. And you guys know I'm a vanilla lover. Love me some vanilla. So both of these have strong vanilla notes. I don't consider myself to be the most sophisticated when it comes to fragrance, so do keep that in mind. But if you like to smell like vanilla, these recommendations, So, so good. So the first one that we have is from Josie Moran, and it's the Vanilla Vibes Fragrance Mist. Now this one smells more of what I would say a true vanilla scent. When it comes, by the way, to my scent recommendations, I don't recommend you purchase these blindly. I just want to like you to make a mental note that if you are in the store, to smell them and give them a little sniffy sniff, because I have really been enjoying this vanilla from Josie Moran, and I feel like it's unique. I have a lot of vanilla fragrances in my collection, but I don't have one that smells like this. And my my fragrance reviews, they aren't very in-depth. They're not very analytical. I can just tell you they smell good. So the next one that I have now, I mentioned this in a recent favorites video, but I just cannot get over the Rephr Vanilla Nectar. I need this in a true perfume. This is my current favorite scent. I mentioned I have this super expensive niche, I don't know if it's niche, but it's kind of hard to get a hold of. I can't even pronounce the name, but it's the Vanilla Apricot, which a lot of you guys have also told me that you really love this. This I wore at my wedding, and I didn't have another fragrance that smelled like this, and it's like vanilla and apricot scented. Now, not dupes. These are two very different formulas, but this definitely gives the essence of that. Like if you like that, you're gonna love this. Like I will spray this all over my body when I want to use that but don't want to like waste my precious expensive sprays. This is my everyday version of that. It smells like vanilla. This one is stronger definitely in the fruitiness, in the sweetness of it, comparing it to my other perfume, but it gives the same vibes, and I'm like drooling over how good this smells. Like if you had to pick one of the two, definitely the Rephr Vanilla Nectar is my recommendation. I am so floored by this. The second I smelled it, it took me to my wedding day perfume, and I was like, new favorite. Number one from Rephr ever. So, so, so good. That one is, if you like fruity vanillas, you can purchase that blindly. I think you'll really, really enjoy that. Anyways, there we have it. Those are my standout products. I didn't want this video to be too long in recommendations because again, these to me are products that have just stood out this summer and are really high in performance. As you know, if you've stepped outside, at least if you live in the East Coast, it's been super hot. So I really have lightened up on the makeup, lightened up on my looks, if you guys can tell from looking at my previous videos. And these are the products that are withstanding that weather. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and a quick reminder, if you're interested in picking up my custom set that I made with my essentials from Merit, I will have the link to that down below. And don't forget to use my custom code so that you guys will also be able to get the free cute baseball cap. A huge thank you to Merit for sponsoring today's videos and allowing me to share my current standout makeup products with you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll have everything that I mentioned in this video for you guys to check out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.
It's delicious.